Hello, Hollywood star. This is your sales director and your Pink Dreams Fight Club coach, Holly Neff, coming to you live from my office. By now, you have watched the welcome video. You've probably made your inventory decision. I'm hopeful that we have booked your first party, your pink launch party. And now it's time for new consultant training. Now, again, I'm coming to you live from my office, and you're probably like, what is she wearing? Well, I want to show you. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm wearing a shirt that says hustle, because one thing I know for sure is that Mary Kay, it is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. What will be required is heart and hustle. And I know when you ask God to bless your efforts, He will rain down favor on you. So in the most sincere way, I just ask that before you go into your appointments, just take 2 seconds and ask God just to be a blessing to you so that you can be a blessing to other people. And know that when we are putting the product on people's faces and sharing the opportunity, we are carrying on Mary Kay's legacy, who did take God as her business partner. And so just get still before you go in your appointments. Ask God, just to bless the effort and trust the process. Trust that when you plant seeds, by putting on the product on people's faces and sharing the opportunity, I promise you they will be blessed. They will come to fruition. But we just have to plant enough seeds, right? So again, this is your new consultant training. I am so excited that you're joining me today. It shows that you're ready for the next steps. So real fast. When you complete this training, there will actually be a jot form for you to fill out. And I would just love your feedback on the training, what you're most excited about, any maybe further questions and concerns you have. When you complete the training, you will win these fabulous little pink fringe earrings just for taking that next step. And isn't it fun that when you do Mary Kay, you are rewarded and awarded for every step of the way. Do a training, we give you earrings. And so life is good. So again, this is not going to take a long time, but I just wanted to share with you Mary Kay Ashes. Her biggest thought was, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. So I'm going to ask you to make a decision today that you will be a success in Mary Kay, because I believe in you. I know you can do it. And one of the greatest pieces of advice someone gave me, it's actually from our Vice President, Sean Key. He said to me many, many years ago, he said, you know what, Holly, we all get the same starter kit. The starter kit is a tool, and what you choose to do with that tool is 100% independently up to you. And that is why the very first word in your title is independent beauty consultant. So I got the same starter kit as you did. And so, if you look for evidence to find people who are successful, you will find it. You're looking at one right now. If you look for evidence to find people that were not successful, you will find it. And so just remember, your starter kit is a tool. How you choose to use that tool is 100% up to you. So make a decision today that you're going to be the next success story in Mary Kay, because I believe you can. I tell people all the time, I can give you all the tools, but I can't give you the desire. The desire comes from within. And that is one of the things that I love, again, about Sean Key. He said, Holly, a lot of times women are asking, can you give me more self-confidence? And Sean's like, no, I can't, because that's why it's called self-confidence. It comes from within, right? When I was a brand new beauty consultant, I was in the interesting phase in my life. And I was like, people would say, I just want to make you happy, or I just want you to be happy. Well, I have a sign on my office. This is totally random thought, but there's a sign on my desk that says, congratulations, you're off the hook. My happiness is up to me. So just like my happiness is up to me, my success and what I choose to do with this tool is up to me. So I hope that's a blessing to you, that happiness little sign, because it is so true. It's an inside job, right? And so is Mary Kay. So let's get started. And again, let's hustle. Do the hustle. Do, 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 do. Some of you don't even know what that song is because you're too young, but that's okay. So there are 3 things in Mary Kay, in my opinion, that could hold you back. Now, they're not going to hold you back because we're going to bring them to our awareness, right? Awareness is a very powerful word. Awareness is, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? What are we thinking? What am I feeling? What are you feeling? What are we thinking? So when you bring something to the front of your awareness, you can recognize it. So we are not going to squish this. We're not going to pretend that these things don't exist, because they do. But once you know and are aware of these things, I believe you will master everything else in your Mary Kay journey. So we call them the 3 things that could possibly hold you back. The very first thing is emotional management. The second thing is time management. And the third thing is money management. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds so not fun. I don't want to manage anything. I feel like as women, we manage enough, right? So I'm like, I don't want to be emotional management, time management, money management. I like to think of it as master. I want to master my emotions. I want to master my time, be a master of my time. I want to be a master of my money. One of my favorite sayings, you've heard it from Nelson Mandela, it's been repeated many times, is I'm the captain of my fate. I'm the master of my soul. And so I want you to become a master. And remember, heart and hustle will be required. But when we start mastering ourselves and our thoughts and our beliefs, the sky is the limit. So before we get into emotional management and time management and money management, we're going to talk about beliefs. I believe wholeheartedly, I know for a fact, y'all know my degrees in biomedical sciences. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are real things. Did you know a positive thought and a negative thought look differently inside your brain? They actually look differently. And you have in your brain these protein trees. They actually look like little trees in your brain. What you choose to plant, their thought seeds, they will grow. So do you want to grow a forest of positive thoughts and positive expectancy, or do you want to grow a belief of, or a forest of negative thoughts and negative beliefs? Believe it or not, they are real things. They are measurable things. They emit different frequencies and different energies, right? That's why people have positive energy or negative energy. And it's how God created our brain. So now let's recognize that our thought life is totally up to us. We can totally rewire our brain. So if you're in a place where you have a bunch of positive trees growing in your positive forest, keep going. If you're in a space where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just overridden with negativity and pessimism, and it might be an environment, it might be socially, it might be chemically, let's talk about that. So the first thing I want you to recognize, because I really believe when you master this, you will master your life. When you master this, you will master your life. So what I want you to do, okay, this is going to be very interactive, and I'm also going to send you these sheets in hard copy. And I can also email them to you and you can print them as well. So however you'd like to receive the information. But I just want you to know, I hope, pause me if you need to go get a piece of paper and some pencils, or a pencil right now, okay? Or a pen. But basically, you're going to draw like a clock, like a 12 o'clock position, a 3, a 6, and a 9. 12, 3, 6, and 9. And at the 12 o'clock position, you're going to write the word thoughts, okay? Thoughts are real things. And so when you are thinking your thoughts will then, at the 3 o'clock position, you're going to write the word feelings, okay? Your thoughts become feelings, okay? Your thoughts become feelings. And then at the 6 o'clock position, you're going to write action or inaction. And then at the 9 o'clock position, you're going to write the word results or no results. So everything becomes your thoughts, what you believe. If you believe you will be a success, you will feel, that you are going to be a success, which means you will get into action, and then you will get the results because you get into action. And then you're going to think more positive thoughts about this opportunity and your success story. You write your own success story, right? On the flip side, if you don't think you're going to be a success, you are not going to feel that you are successful. So your action is probably not going to be much, okay? Which means your results won't be much, which is going to just solidify that thought that you never believed you were going to be a success anyway. So again, I want you to make the decision today that you choose to be a success, because it really is a choice. All we need is people with skin. And I say this all the time. Like I said it before, I can give you all the tools, but I can't give you the desire that comes from within. It's an inside job. Congratulations. And that's fun. Don't you want to be in control of that anyway? I do. So thoughts, feelings, action, inaction, results, no results, go back to thoughts, and it's a cycle over and over again, okay? So let's master this. Let's make the decision today to take our thoughts captive, right? So let's go into those mastering situations. Again, not management, mastering. The very first thing you want to master is your emotional feelings. Now, here's the thing. Mary Kay it's a people business. Women are emotional. So I wanted to let you know that you will get emotional about things. I was just asked yesterday in College Station, I was interviewing a lady at a guest event, and she said, okay, give me like the straight up answer. And the lady, you know who you are when you ask me this question. She said, what is the hard part about Mary Kay? It can't be all rainbows and unicorns and cupcakes and sparkles and sprinkles. And I said, no, it's not. I said the hardest part for me, which is going to be the hardest part for you, I'm just going to come out there and say it. Let's bring it to our awareness. We're not going to manifest more of it, but the hardest part for me as a sales director is when people quit. The hardest part for me is when people give up on their dreams, because I know with heart and hustle and prayer and a little bit of determination and a great work ethic, you can have it all. So the hardest part for me is when people quit on their dreams. And I will tell you this, I will never quit on you. Okay. I will never quit on you. I'm your biggest cheerleader and your biggest fan. So the hard part is mastering and helping women overcome the emotions of disappointment. People will disappoint you, but numbers never will. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But just so you know, there is a feelings wheel. Okay. And stage 1 is, I'm so excited. I'm going to be the next Cadillac director. Stage 2, frustration sets in. Okay. We become frustrated. Okay. Stage 3, I'm in shock. I'm low on bookings. What am I going to do next? Stage 4, you deny. You know what? I'm not going to go to my meetings. I'm not going to plug into people. You don't call me for help, which, by the way, we're going to talk about what to do when you get frustrated. It's going to happen. Then you go into fear. I can't do this. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'll just stay stuck in my comfort zone. You know what? You start talking yourself out of something. Stage 6, you get angry and annoyed. Then you start blaming the company. You start blaming me. You start blaming your recruiter. Okay, it happens all the time. It kind of cracks me up. At stage 6, you blame everybody but yourself. And remember, the first word in your title is independent. Stage 7, you reevaluate yourself. Like, you know what? My life and my goals and my dreams are worth fighting for. Stage 8 is when you finally get back on the horse. You reach up. You always want to reach up to me. Don't reach up to your recruiter. She's not where you want to be. Reach up to me. Always dial up. If you are a consultant, dial up to a director. I'm a director. I dial up to my national. I don't ever dial laterally, because in that lateral phone call, I'll bring a director down before she brings me up. Okay. So you always want to dial up, reach up. Okay. Then we'll have that conversation, because I've been there. I've been through anger, frustration, shock, denial, fear, annoyance, but I've gotten out of it. Okay. So we will refocus on your dreams and your goals, refocus on the people who are attached to your success, and we'll get you back on track. Stage 9, you become self-assured and reassured. You're like, okay, you know what? It's not a crisis that someone didn't buy a skincare set from me. That is not a crisis. And then stage 10, we're reignited and reorientated with our goal. Okay. Now here's the thing. I go through this feelings wheel too. I would be lying if I didn't. But the difference between a consultant and a director is I can get through this cycle in about 6 minutes. Okay. Another great thing that Sean Key said, our vice president, he said, you know, some people stay in this emotional wheel for 4 hours. Some people stay in this emotional wheel for 4 days. Some people stay in this wheel 4 months. And some people stay in this cycle forever. And I don't want you to be that person. So I can get through this cycle, all 10 steps, all 10 phases in about 6 seconds. So the difference between me and you is I just had to go through the cycle more times, right? I can promise you the difference between me and you, where I am, not because of anything other than I've gotten more no's than you. I've had more rejection. I've had more disappointment. I've had more people tell me no. I've had, tell me, you name it, I've heard it. So just remember, when you're dealing with women, there is an emotional cycle. Now, we're going to get through it. So wherever you are in this thing, the only piece of advice I can give you is dial up. Don't talk to your husband. He'll let you off the hook. He'll say, I knew you weren't going to do it anyway. Don't talk to your best friend. She might not be your greatest support system. Only take Mary Kay advice. This is a good life lesson, right? Only take Mary Kay advice from people who are where you want to be in Mary Kay. I don't take hair advice from a mechanic. I don't take car advice, right, from a veterinarian, right? You seek counsel. One of the things in my affirmation is I seek wise counsel and I choose my friends with care. So I'm hoping I am where you want to be. I'm hoping you have the desire to do this, big or little, but I can promise you there's nothing that you could have in your business that I haven't accomplished through Heart and Hustle. And I'm going to show you how to do it too. So congratulations, you're in the #1 unit, right? With someone who's truly in the trenches with you. So now that we know we're going to master our emotions, we're going to have them, we're going to master them, and we're going to dial up when we have them. Call me anytime. Okay. Vox me, connect with me. Get on our, social media groups. I am here for you. I am a champion for your success, and I'm always in your corner. Okay, so that's your emotions wheel. So now that we've got that mastered, the next thing we want to master, okay, is time management. We want to be a master of our time. Here's the thing I know about time. We are all busy. And with regard to time, you either manage your time or master your time, or it manages you. Okay, we all have the same amount of time in the day. And so what you choose to do with your time is absolutely up to you. I can tell you this, when I was working on a very big goal, whether you're doing Mary Kay big or little, I believe when you respect your time in your Mary Kay business, it will in turn respect you back. If you truly want people to get on board with your Mary Kay business, whether, it's your children or your husband or whoever, you need to ask them to respect your time, but you also need to respect the time when you are with them. Live in the moment. Mary Kay Ash said she wanted her beauty consultants to live their life with faith first, then family, then their Mary Kay career. Okay. Faith first, family second, Mary Kay third, not 33rd, but third. Okay. And if you have a job, of course, you're going to sprinkle your Mary Kay in there. The greatest way to do that, this is a tool called a weekly plan sheet. Okay. You can log on to Mary Kay in Touch and print this sucker out today. Okay. Don't wait to get your weekly plan sheet. Don't wait for me. Just go to Mary Kay in Touch and print out your weekly plan sheet. What you do with this, and I still use one of these when I had a full-time job in an 18-state territory and a dad who was dying of cancer, who lived in another state and was growing my Mary Kay business. This was my saving grace. Okay, I still use this. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your matte pencils or your highlighters or your colors, depending on your personality style, which we will talk about later. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in here and you are going to color code. Okay, color code when you are going to do what, because when we set an intention of when we're going to work our business, we will be more productive than when to say, oh, I just hope I can do it whenever I want to do it. So you're going to take your matte pencil or your color, okay, and anything that is like a work obligation, okay, you're going to color code those boxes, okay, in whatever color you choose to outline it in work. I did it in gray because it just was blah for me. Okay, your time with your family. Okay, your time with your family. I put mine in blue because I have 2 boys and a husband. So my family time is blue. So I colored those times in. Things that I have obligated with my children, like their baseball games or school plays or whatever. My church time, I highlighted in purple. Okay, I would highlight my church time in purple. And then my Mary Kay time, of course, I would highlight it in pink. So go ahead, and if you are local to me and you meet with us Tuesdays at 6:30, and 6:30 to 8, you're going to highlight this time in pink. Okay, now that's how I would do it. Now, what I want you to do with the boxes that are left, that's when I want you to decide when you are going to work your Mary Kay business. So I can tell you this, my schedule has been this way forever, and it still is this way. People always ask me what my schedule is. I work my Mary Kay business Monday, Wednesday, Friday days, Tuesday, Thursday evenings, one time on Saturday morning, and every other Sunday. Okay. So that's not many hours, maybe 20 hours, maybe 30 hours. I mean, I do Mary Kay full time and make a 6-figure income. So where I started, I worked my business 4 to 5 hours a week. And so what I did was I blocked off my meeting always. Okay. I was very smart with my time. Bring people to your meeting. They will get their facials and they will get their makeovers, and I will share the opportunity in them. So if you want to work smart, plug into your meeting and bring me a guest. Every time you have a guest, I will personally do their facial and makeover. We call that earn while you learn. So while you're getting your training, while you're getting your training, I am giving your guests facials and makeovers. So you're making money while you're also learning. So work your business smart. So I would show up to my meeting always every week with a guest. Okay. I also would plug into my national sales directors meeting, and I would bring a guest. Okay. And then I would work every Saturday morning from 10 to noon. And then again, every other Sunday. So really my average consultant works about 2 hours a week. So, if your 2 hours a week is going to be your meeting time, be smart and bring a guest. Okay. I would love to see you have 1 2-hour opportunity minimum on your calendar every single week for your facials and your makeovers. Okay, so let's work smart. So any time that you have left over, I love holding appointments Tuesday, Thursday nights. It's a great time for me. If you notice, that's when I'm usually in College Station, and of course I have my meeting. The greatest time to hold appointments on a Saturday, just so you know, are 10, 1, 4, and 7. There's strategies to this. A 10 o'clock appointment is great on a Saturday. A 1 o'clock appointment is great on a Saturday. A 4 o'clock appointment is great on a Saturday. And a 7 o'clock appointment is great. Here's another thing. Sunday afternoons at 2:30. That is a great time slot. Okay. I was just asked this question again the other day. Is there a day that is better or not to hold appointments? And the answer is no. What you believe about that day is a great day to hold an appointment. If you believe that Monday is a great day to hold appointments, then do it. I love Friday night appointments. You can make it a girls' night out. Come on over. I'll give you a facial makeover and we'll go out. Thursday nights are also a great night of the week to hold appointments because it doesn't take people's time away from their weekend. So I can tell you this wholeheartedly. I have built a Cadillac on a Monday night meeting, a Tuesday night meeting, a Wednesday night meeting, a Thursday night meeting, and a Friday night meeting. So when people say, oh, the best day to have meetings is blank, they're all best, right? If you choose to believe they are. So every day has an opportunity. So again, go ahead and print this out. And I would love it if you would take a screenshot of your weekly plan sheet and just send it to me. I would love to see how many hours you are going to dedicate to your Mary Kay business. Because if you show me how many hours you are willing to work, I will show you what is the most effective way to use that time slot. Okay, so send me, I want to have a great communication with you. I want it to be a two-way street. Okay, send me when you are willing to work, and I will send you what to do in that time slot for you to maximize the income. Okay, if you have an office job and people are allowed to come in and do like little lunch and learns at lunch, please let me know. I will come do a lunch and learn for you and your coworkers. I call it Cookies and Cosmetics. I'll come to your office, bring little cookies, little goodie bags, and we'll do a test panel and they can try all the products on their hand. Okay, it's a great way to get the miracle set on people's hands. We call them handfuls, Cookies and Cosmetics. So I will come to you. I truly am totally sold out on your success. Okay, so let's get our time under control. So again, fill this out, color code it if you wish. Okay, the other thing that I have on my calendar, my weekly plan sheet in yellow every single morning is I have to take time for myself. I have to take time to pour into myself. Every single day before I start my day, I spend time with the Lord. I spend time praying, meditating, and I get my head screwed on straight because you can't pour into others unless you pour into yourself. So I would suggest in yellow putting me time. Okay, when was the last time you took a little time for yourself? Get your head screwed on straight, right? Ask the Lord, to put in your path what is divinely yours under grace in perfect ways. That is always my prayer. My prayer every day, of course, after I thank God for my blessings and my beautiful life and beautiful family and beautiful home and for his son, I always say, Lord, I ask you, please give me a day of completion. My prayer is always a prayer. I pray for a day of completion. Again, setting that intention. Lord, I ask you for a day of completion. Please put in my path what is divinely mine under grace in perfect ways. You want what is divinely yours coming to you, but you have to ask for it. Abundantly and divinely mine. I say that. Abundantly and divinely mine. Send it to me today under grace in perfect ways. And just know there's no competition on the spiritual plane. There's no competition in the Mary Kay world. There are more than enough people with skin out there. Okay, so you don't have to compete with one another. You want to empower and celebrate one another as Hollywood stars. I believe that is why we're always the number one unit. I really sincerely believe that because we've got the heart, we've got the hustle, and we have an abundant mentality. Okay, we don't have a scarcity mentality. So please celebrate others because there's more than enough to go around. So I think we've got the time under control. Okay, who wants a tool? Time management, time mastering was my least strong quality when I started Mary Kay. I had my emotions in check. I've got money in check, no problem. I needed a tool. And so this is my favorite tool. Do y'all see that? It's a little pink hourglass. I got it from Amazon. Okay, you can get them in any time increments. One of my top director friends, she's one of my favorite people in the whole world. She is like me. She's just scattered. She's got a lot going on in her life. And she said, she messaged me. She's like, I've got the greatest thing for us. So this is a 30-minute hourglass. And so, of course, I chose pink sand. Again, it was on Amazon. Okay, like $10. I chose a 30-minute hourglass. I would suggest you do this too. And my intention for you, my wish, my desire for you is that you flip this hourglass twice a day. So the first time you flip this hourglass, I want you to focus on outgoing bookings. outgoing attempts to get appointments on your calendar. Okay, can y'all see it? It's going. Okay, outgoing bookings. So for 30 minutes, I just want you to be uninterrupted, intentional, all things outgoing. Now think about this. Uninterrupted means uninterrupted, like no distractions. So if a surgeon went into surgery and someone texted him, do you think he'd be like, oh, hold on one second, patient, I'm going to go grab down, I'm going to grab my text and respond real fast. Or, oh my gosh, someone needs me to get something out of the refrigerator. Or, oh my gosh, so it goes back to when you honor and respect your time and ask other people to do so, they will respect your business. That's the fastest way to get the respect of people. Going back to this weekly plan sheet, my children always know Tuesday, Thursday nights, I'm gone, usually here in the Woodlands, and then Thursday night in College Station to build my consultants there. Okay. But on the flip side, when they see their name on my calendar, I don't do Mary Kay. I honor their time, and therefore I respect their time. So as you are a fabulous consultant and a fabulous person already, people are going to ask you to do a million things for them because they recognize that you're going to do it with excellence. And that's why you will always be asked to be the PTA president. And you'll always be asked, to do things. If your goal is big enough and your intention is big enough and your respect for your business and yourself and your goals and dreams and your family is big enough, you will start telling people no. And here's how I had to say no. When I was working on a very big goal and people would ask me to do something, I always thought to myself, what they're asking of me, does it serve God? Does it serve my family? And does it serve my Mary Kay business? And if the answer was no, if it didn't serve any of those three arenas, I would politely decline. And how I would say that is I put my hand over my heart because I truly, sincerely would mean this. And I would say, you know what, Sally, thanks so much for thinking of me to be the PTA president. I'm going to have to say no for right now because I'm working on a very big goal. It's not no forever. It's just no for right now. And once I reach this big goal, please circle back with me. Okay. And so that is how I would tell people no, I'm working on a very big goal in Mary Kay to change my family's life and lifestyle. I'm going to have to say no for right now. I'm going to have to say no for right now. I would say, I'm just going to have to say no for right now. It's not no forever, just no for right now. Once I earn my car or once I earn my Cadillac or once I earn a trip or whatever, please circle back with me. Okay. And if I'm available, I would be happy to help you. People understand that. Okay. Now I am the PTA treasurer, PTO, PTF, whatever they call it at our school. I am that treasurer. Okay. Now I don't want to be the president. Okay. Because it doesn't serve my family, or my business right now, but I do believe in being the treasurer. I am serving the Lord at their little Christian school. And so that's why I said yes to being the treasurer. Okay. So the first 30 minutes, okay, outgoing phone calls. Here is your script. It's very simple. I hope you're working on this trip to the Bahamas, right? Here's your script. I'm working on a trip to go to the Bahamas. Can I borrow your face? That's it. Hey, I'm working on this trip to the Bahamas. Can I borrow your face? Will you help me? That's it. If you're watching this video after the trip to the Bahamas has come and gone, we've already set sail, right? Your script is, hey, I'm a brand new beauty consultant with Mary Kay. I'm working on building my confidence. Can I borrow your face, right? I'm just working on building my confidence. Can I borrow your face? I promise to give it back. I would love your opinion of our new products. Your opinion means, the world to me. I have all of these scripts in your welcome packet, so don't worry about that. But the more sincere you are in your outgoing attempts, hey, I'm a new Mary Kay beauty consultant. I'm working on building my confidence, which is true. Every woman is still working on building her confidence. Okay, can I borrow your face? I promise to give it back. I would just love your opinion of our products, how they compare to what you're currently washing your face with. All we want is people's opinions. Okay, we're not trying to sell anybody anything. We are wanting to put the product on people's faces, which we all know the products are great, offer them a beautiful opportunity, and let them decide what is best for you. Don't you want to make your own decisions? Right? So all we want to do is get their opinion and let them make their decisions. It's just that simple. So the first 30 minutes, you're going to flip, you're going to make outgoing phone calls. Okay. The second 30 minutes, and again, they don't have to be consecutive. You could do 30 minutes, walk away, go work out, go to your job, whatever. The second 30 minutes, when you flip it the second time, is going to be your follow-up. You're following up with the customers who've already purchased from you. How are you enjoying your products? Can I get you anything else? Did you want to try the product that you left on your wish list? Are you running low on something? Let me tell you about, a new hostess incentive. The follow-up could also be, hey, have you had a chance to watch Holly's marketing video, right? Anytime someone watches my video, they get a free lip gloss or a lipstick. So the follow-up is going with a different intention. So the first flip, outgoing phone calls, preferably. It's harder for someone to tell you no over the phone when they hear your voice than doing it via text. It's another good rule. It is very hard for someone to tell your voice no, but people cannot respond to a text, or they cannot respond or just delete the text. How many times do you forget to send a reply to a text? It happens to me all the time. Okay. First 30 minutes, outgoing phone calls, getting new bookings, new faces. Can I borrow your face? I promise to give it back. I'm working on building my self-confidence. There's your script. The second flip, and it's fun to flip it, right? Is following up. How are you enjoying your products? Did you like your normal to dry? Do we need to switch you to combo to oily? Can I get you anything else? Did you have time to watch Holly's video? Those are your follow-up questions, okay? After they've watched the video, they might say, A, absolutely, I'm ready to get started. B, buy me a cup of coffee. C, consider me a customer. Again, that's follow-up, and we'll talk more about that later, okay? So I've named this is your pink power hour. This is your pink power hour. So that's all it takes. If you could flip this baby twice a day, I promise you'll go straight to the top. The other thing is, don't wait for this hourglass to arrive Amazon style. If you are going to do it, set the timer on your phone. Back in the day, 13 years ago, we didn't have Amazon. And so I would literally get an old school egg timer, and I would do it egg. I say egg. I know some people say egg. I get an old school egg timer, and I'd set my timer for 30 minutes, and people do not come and bother me. I just need 30 minutes, and then I'd do it again. And by the way, the best time to book people is Sunday evening. If you're like, when am I going to do that? Sunday evening is a great time slot to make your booking calls too. Okay, Sunday evening. But my suggestion, if you want to go quickly and you want to have money fast in your car quickly, is flip your power hour, your power half hour, to give yourself a power hour every single day. Okay, I know it's a lot of time on time, but again, once you become a master of your time, you will master the money that will be coming to you. Okay, so with regard to money, I'm going to send you this amazing sheet. Okay, I don't want you to get bogged down in the details, but Mary Kay is a for-profit business. I want you to make money. I love ministry work. I love donating money. I love the tax deductions. But at the end of the day, I want you to make money. This is a for-profit business. So we have something in the Mary Kay world. It's called the 60-40 split. And basically how it works is there is a profit account, okay, and then a business account. So we break them up into pink and green. Okay, so real quickly, I'm just going to read this to you because I can't say it any better than this sheet does. And it says, when you invest your earnings in your business, you will have more product in hand to service your customers. Here's how the 60-40 split method works. Again, you can find this on Mary Kay in Touch. So basically, Mary Kay Ash taught the method of money management. 60% of your weekly earnings should be reinvested in your business. The remaining 40% is your profit. Now, you want to do the 60-40 split until you have a full store. Okay, you want to keep reinvesting in your business to build your store. Okay, once you get there, right, you can take the profit, okay, all of the profit. Okay, but the 60% account is your pink account. It is used to purchase your products for your inventory, your reorder business, limited edition items, to support your business, okay? Your green account is your profit account, okay? Then your goal is to keep as much of your green as possible. You will have some additional expenses. You'll have like career conference and conferences coming up, maybe off supplies. You want to take that out of your profit account because again, that's a great tax deduction. So the number one reason people mess up money management is because they embezzle themselves out of business. They don't replenish what they have. Okay, they go and take their products and they don't keep reinvesting. You embezzle yourself out of your business. It happens all the time in the real world and in the Mary Kay world. Okay, so if I were you, I would make sure you have a separate personal checking account for your Mary Kay business. Okay, you've got your personal life account, then you've got your personal checking account in your Mary Kay business. Keep your money straight. The other thing is, with regard to money, you want to keep good records. Keep everything in hard copy. For more tax information of where you can find incredible tax resources, there's a whole entire tax section on Mary Kay in Touch. Again, to learn more about money management, there's something called Mary Kay University. Again, another great tool. Please click on that section and go through that. It will explain the 60-40 split in great detail. But one of the things I would suggest is getting a separate checking account, a personal checking account. Do not get a business checking account. They have fees. It's not necessary. Okay, just a separate checking account so you can keep your money straight. And then that separate checking account, you want to have a debit card associated with that too. And then once you make your money, you keep your 60% in there to reorder products. You move that 40% into your personal checking account because now you've got a profit. Okay, so I know you're going to do it. And again, this is all on In Touch. Okay, so that's what we've mastered. We have become a master, okay, of our thoughts and feelings and beliefs. We've made the decision to be a success today. We are going to master our emotional management, our time management, and our money management. Okay, I know you can do it. So you've got a little bit of homework. Okay, and we're almost done. You got a little bit of homework. Okay, so the other thing I'm asked about quite often, in fact, I just received a phone call from corporate, a guy named Mike Strong. He's the head of our division. He paid me the highest compliment that I've ever received in the Mary Kay world, and that would come from corporate. And he basically said, Holly, I had to think of women that I feel have great influence, and you're one of the first people I thought of. And he said, tell me how you have such great influence. And I burst into tears. It was just the greatest affirmation because I truly believe in loving people to success. I believe it with my heart. God wired me to be a lover. I love to love people. My life mantra is I love to love and live to give. But I asked Mike, I said, you know what, Mike, I believe the reason I have great influence, number one, it's God's grace. But number two, I love to love people. And I said, but I also feel that I am a master of people skills. And that was a gift given to me from my father and my mother. My dad he had an incredible zest for life. My mom just has a kind, loving, unconditionally loving, compassionate heart. But you too can master people skills, okay? It doesn't have to be something that is so hard. I think what makes our unit different than any other unit out there is our people skills. We spend a lot of time on mastering people skills. The greatest way to master people skills is to understand people, okay? And there are basically 4 personality types, okay? You might have already heard this, but there's something called the DISC personality type. Actually, go ahead and take the DISC personality quiz. You will find humor in it. But basically, this is your homework. Okay, your homework is to figure out who you be, what your personality style is. Okay, and I'm going to go over this with you very, very briefly, and then you're going to become a master of this. So if I were you, when you get this sheet from me, I would absolutely print out the D column, the I column, the S column, and the C column, and I would memorize it, and I would truly become a master of what the personality styles look like. And I'm going to teach you how to figure out what someone is with one sentence. Okay, so basically the D personality is the dominant personality. They are driven, they are determined, they are decisive. Okay, when you are communicating all that Mary Kay has to offer with the products or the opportunity, this is what Ds are going to want to know. They want to know that the products are the best. They want to know that you can make a lot of money with regards to the opportunity. Okay, so again, become a master of this. I'm not going to go over every single detail, but get it? Detail. The details of the Ds. But just know if you can master how they like to communicate, what drives them, you will be able to recruit any D on the planet. The I personality styles, they're like off the charts. I always say they're like inspirational and excited. They're enthusiastic. They have a love for life and they're fun and they're the party and they're a great time. Okay. The S personality style, okay, they are the support people. They are the more submissive people. They're very, very loyal. Okay. And then you've got the C personality style. They're like the cautious. They're the what's the catch. They're the skeptic. They want all the details, okay? So when you can master recognizing, and again, it comes from awareness, when you can master recognizing what other people are and you communicate them on the way and the level that they like to be communicated with, you will become a master of influence, okay? And it's not being inauthentic, it's communicating with people on the level which they like to communicate. If I speak English and you speak Mandarin, if I want to communicate effectively with you, I need to learn Mandarin, right? I should not ask you, a customer, or potential team member to learn my language. I need to speak your language, okay? So basically, here's what you're gonna need to know, okay? When you print this sheet out, or as you're taking notes, I want you to write this one question down. It's really more of a statement. And the way you can understand someone's personality is you say, so, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. The way in which a person responds to that question tells you their personality. A D will tell you their job title, where they got their degree from, what their position is, and like the corporate job, things that they have accomplished. Okay? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm a pink Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. We're the #1 unit. Okay, I have a biomedical science degree from Texas A&M. I get that 100% of the time into my iStory. It means a lot to me. I worked hard for that. Okay, so D's, driven, determined, dominant, get things done. They are the doers, okay? You said, tell me a little bit about yourself. And the I's like, oh my gosh, Rocky Road is my favorite ice cream. I just got these amazing shoes from Nordstrom. Okay, I love diamonds. I'm 35 years old. I love pizza. My favorite movie is Top Gun. I'm going to New Orleans this weekend for Mardi Gras. That really is true for me. Eyes are excited, and they're going to tell you everything that they love, and you're going to want to be best friends with the eye because they're fun. Okay. Let's move on to the S. Tell me a little bit about yourself. The S is going to say, I'm a mommy. I'm a wife. I'm a volunteer at our church. They are the support. The S's will tell you the role that they play. They are oftentimes a little bit more reserved. They speak slowly. They speak calmly. They speak a little bit softer. Okay, I'm a mommy. When someone says mommy, it's a dead giveaway. They're an S. Okay, I am a mom. Okay, but I don't tell people I'm a mommy. There's a difference, right? You know, I'm a mom. I'm a mother of 2 awesome boys. That's what I say. I'm a mother of 2 awesome boys. And then let's move on to the C. And y'all are laughing because you're like, girl, she is right. I'm like, I know. This is what a C does. You tell a C, tell me a little bit about yourself. A C will respond 100% of the time. What do you want to know? And they're not saying that to be ugly. They're not saying it to be rude. A C personality is so analytical. They want to answer your question correctly. Okay, a C will say, what do you want to know? And then you're like, And so the follow-up question to that is, well, what keeps you busy? Okay, so as you might have guessed, I am 50% I and 50% D. I'm off the charts DI. I did not have any S in me until I had children, okay? To my children, I am their mommy. I only respond when they say mommy, like when they say mom, I'm like, your mom's not here, but your mommy is. Okay, but my natural personality style is I'm a DI. I get things done with enthusiasm and fun. Okay, I love to love and live to give. Life is great. Let's do it, but we're gonna get things done. Okay, I have heart and hustle. That's the DI in me. Okay, my husband, if you've met him, he's a gentle giant. He's an SC. Okay, so I want to know, what are you? And again, you're going to fill out a survey for me, and I want to know what you are. Okay, there is no perfect person. The perfect person is someone who can adapt and communicate with people to the level and personality style that they are. Ideally, in the perfect world, you would love to be 25% D, 25% I, 25% S, and 25% C. But you know, some people are that. Take the DISC personality quiz. It's free. I want to know what you are. But you can actually probably, just in that interaction, you can probably tell me what you are. You typically have a primary and a secondary. Okay, I am a primary. I used to be a primary D, and then a secondary I. I took the test again. I'm like 50-50 DI. Okay, I want to know what you are. Okay, so that's your homework. Tell me who you be. And then finally, how to write an effective why story. In the world of Mary Kay, you hear that called I story. I'm like, yeah, that's great. But I want to know why. Why are you doing Mary Kay? So basically, it's before Mary Kay, I was doing blank and failing blank. Because of Mary Kay, I am now blank and blank. Through my Mary Kay journey, my goal is to blank so I can blank. My mission is blank, my vision is blank, and my dream is blank. Okay? This is what you're going to say at the very beginning of your skincare class. Before Mary Kay, I was in corporate America, and I was burnt out on the corporate America rat race. Because of my Mary Kay business, I am feeling hopeful and optimistic. Through my Mary Kay journey, my goal is to replace my 6-figure income so I can live the life of my dreams, earn what I'm worth, and design my life around the people I love and value the most. My mission is to enrich women's lives. My vision is to show my children that they can be, do, and have it all. And my dream is to be a citizen of the world, creating and collecting its experiences and friendships and relationships. That's my mission, my vision, and my dream. Okay, so please fill this out, send it to me. I'm going to make this so simple. I'm just going to put it in the jot form. You can just fill out the jot form. Okay, and then the last thing that I need you to do for me, okay, is I want you to make a commitment. I want you to make a decision. I want to know, what is your goal? Everything in the world of Mary Kay is, how many faces are you going to do? Are you going to start off doing 10 faces? Are you going to start off doing 20 faces? Are you going to start off doing 30 faces? In the Mary Kay world, we have something called a perfect start and a power start. Okay, a perfect start is 15 faces in your first month. Power start is 30 faces in your first month. We have something called the Power Start Plus. Okay, when you complete 30 faces and you share the Mary Kay opportunity with 6 people, you will earn your pearls of sharing. Okay, and you can share the opportunity with getting people directly to my video. Okay, so when you complete at least 15 faces, you get this charm. Okay, when you complete 30, you get this charm, and then the Power Start Plus, you get this charm, okay, plus your pearls of sharing, which is an earrings, a bracelet, and a necklace. Okay, so just make a commitment. You know, decide today what you want to do. Decide today that this is going to be your best day, and this is going to be your best year, and you're going to live your best life. But I just want to thank you for your time today. I love you. I believe in you. I am so excited to get your answers back from the survey, and just know your dreams will keep taunting you. They will keep taunting you. And so now you've got the time, the emotions, and the money to make those dreams come true. And I'm so honored and privileged to get to do it with you on this pink journey. I love you. Have an awesome day. Bye.